today's breakout star, Roshan Mathew. We're going to be talking about his latest film, Kuruthi. Hello and welcome, Roshan.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Flattered.
No, but it's the truth. Of course, you've been making a mark in Malayalam cinema with See You Soon and with Kapella, two of my favorites. But with Choke, you made a mark in Hindi cinema as well. And especially with the pandemic, regional cinema is no longer called that. Everybody is watching it nationally, and I'm told even globally. So an actor like you, who's highly in demand, what made you choose Kuruthi?
It's a supremely exciting project. The only thing that I had to think about after Kuruthi was pitched to me was whether I will be able to pull the character off. That's the only thing that I didn't think about. Otherwise, it was a yes on every other front.
You're a theater actor. You've been acting for a really long time. You've only got good reviews. What made you nervous about not being able to do the character justice immediately? Yeah.
You've not come across the bad reviews that I've got, so I'm lucky that way, I guess. But Ibrahim, I guess you'll also know when I mean, everyone listening in, they'll know when they watch the film. So Ibrahim is a character very distant from me, from who I am, from the life that I've had. He's older to me as well, not by too much, and that honestly wasn't the biggest factor. It is a really intimidating cast to be part of when you think about it. So all of these actors, I've not worked with any of them before apart from Prithvi. With Prithvi, I did a movie called Kude, where I didn't have too much to do with him, but obviously I got a great sense of how he is on set and his general energy. And I've seen hundreds of his films. I mean, I think Kode was literally his 100th film. But anyway, yeah, so it's this cast is full of people who I've watched on screen and absolutely admired the work of. So when I go in to an ensemble like that with a character as complex as Ibrahim, I need to be sure that I'm not the one pulling the project down.
Some actors, especially stars, have hang-ups about solo films and about doing an ensemble. Did that ever occur to you, or have you ever been advised to only do solo hero films?
See, once you start doing this, you get advice to do everything. It's yeah, it's very contradictory, and nobody's. I mean, that's how I'd like to assume. No one's really coming from. Everybody really genuinely wants to help you out. I mean, whoever's really bothering with advice, genuinely thinks that is the right thing for you to do. But I've also figured in the little bit of time that I've been doing this that no two journeys are similar. You can't really follow a path that someone else made for themselves. That it doesn't work that way. You've sort of got to discover what is right for you. I mean, it doesn't matter if it makes logical sense for me to do a particular project. If I take it up without being completely excited about it myself, then I'm not going to do a good job. And this I've learned by making that particular mistake. So I just go with my gut a lot. There is no plan that I've sketched out because I don't know how to plan in an industry like this. And about working in an ensemble, I for me, more than anything, it's the energy that I get from the people around me that sort of inspires me. So even when I don't particularly have great things going for me, what I've been inspired by are the films that I've watched by people who sometimes I am in no way connected to, but it's these people and what they do that inspires me the most. So I sort of really enjoy working with other people.
So, what
Uh,
was the energy on the sets like? Were your acting styles similar? What was the dynamic like? Tell me about it.
See, acting style wise, I think everyone sort of, at least like, see, the cast of Kuruthi, they're all exceptionally talented actors. So it's not like they come in with one particular style and they stick to that. They're all good enough to come to, say, the set of Kuruthi and sort of adapt themselves to what this movie requires or what the language of the vocabulary of this particular film is. So it was a lot of fun, and the script also is structured in a way that it starts off with a few of these 8 characters, and then one by one, every new character sort of comes in and joins the plot, and then they sort of are together for the journey right till the end of it. So that I really enjoyed, because I like, for me, it was also not a very long shoot, so it felt like one really quick, intense, hectic trip that I fully enjoyed. And every new addition to the story, every new addition to the cast, every time a new actor joined, they took the game up a few notches, which is great.
From the trailer, I haven't been able to figure out much of the plot. I can only tell that perhaps your character is grappling with some internal conflict in the film. Can you tell me a little more about your character?
Yeah, he's definitely you've got that spot on. So basically, my character's name is Ibrahim, and he is someone who's living with a lot of baggage from a particular incident that has wrecked his life in the recent past, and he's not been able to recover from that yet until this particular incident, the one that Kuruthi tells the story of, happens, and that finds him questioning everything that he thought he believed in, everything that he thought he stood for, how much strength he thought he had. It basically puts him in a fight that he is no way prepared for, but he has to fight, and at least for the sake of his family, if not him. So it really pushes him to its limits in a way that it sort of makes him discover what his limits actually are.
All right. Thank you for not giving me any spoilers, but give me a wide idea about your character and the film. You have done characters with shades of gray, perhaps even like black. What do you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy playing? Do you
I really enjoy playing gray characters, because I find them a little more relatable than uh, like yeah, Mr. Goody Two Shoes, which I mean, maybe I'm also a cynic that way, because even in life, when I see someone who's too good to be true, I actually think, hey, this person is too good to be true. There's got to be something there, you know. So the moment a character is gray, it makes this character more relatable to me, which is great for an actor. And also it suddenly gives you so much more to play with. Like in every moment when you feel like, oh, there is an empty moment, I'm not exactly sure what to do here, you suddenly have so many more layers to sort of fall back on, as long as the character is not purely positive or completely good. So I personally really enjoy that.
all right? And you have some great films coming up. You have Darlings, produced by Alia Bhatt. So that's going to be another Hindi film of yours. Of course, you have Chaturam Kumari. You have a Legend Joseph film. You have an Orutekantala case. A lot of films going on simultaneously, huh?
Yeah, no, we haven't started on some of those films that you've mentioned, but thank you for attempting to pronounce all those names correctly. That's very sweet of you. Uh, but and you did a decent job actually. But yeah, Kumari and Tekken Dalagis, we're waiting to start. So the Legend Joe's film also, like everything is a little unpredictable right now with the situation being as it is. Currently shooting for Darlings, having a great time working with this team. The cast is amazing. Just watching Alia Shafali and Vijay work is brilliant. So yeah, that's what's happening.
I'm sure people come up to you, they attempt to speak to you in Malayalam a little bit.
It depends. I think, yeah, people sort of speak to me in Malayalam, in English, and in Hindi, and sometimes even in Tamil, and I really enjoy that.
Okay. I was going to say,
Uh,
so you're multilingual that way.
yeah, and I've sort of always found myself surrounded by a polyglot group. Like even in college and all. It's not like my friends all spoke one language. They were all always people from different parts of the country, and I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that mix of
Okay.
stories and cultures and people.
So the other languages I know, Malayalam, as you can see, not so much. So if you can quickly teach me 5 words in Malayalam.
In Malayalam.
In Malayalam, yeah. 5 commonly used words.
Okay, 5 words in Malayalam. How about um Vallicherippu? Can you say that?
Vallicherippu.
Vallicherippu. Yeah, so that's like regular. bathroom slippers, rubber slippers, basically.
Vallicherippu. Okay.
Vallicherippu. Okay. Can you say Ottubal?
Ottubal.
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 Ottupal.
Ottupal.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that mean?
Cool. So that is the milk that comes out of the rubber tree.
Ottupal. Okay.
Yeah. Good job with that. Next word, let's say വെട്ടുകത്തി.
What?
വെട്ടുകത്തി.
Katti. I know that. Katti is like a knife. So must be like a big knife or something.
Yeah. So it's a curved knife that you sort of use for like.
Aruval.
Yeah, sort of like an arval. Good job. Not bad at all. Next one would be. You wanted 5, right? Okay.
Yes.
Say meengari.
Meengari. Fish curry.
Fish curry. Okay, lovely. Cool. So that's easy. Let's think of a tougher one for the last word. Vishwasam.
Vishwasam is trust.
Also belief, but great. Yeah.
Vishwasam.
Yeah. Good job. And all of these words are somehow connected with my character in Kuruthi. So.
Oh, wow. All right. That was interesting. I like how you dropped that Easter egg in there. It's going to be difficult for me to make these sentences. Meen curry, Vishwasam, Vettikatti, Ottipal, and the first one was very tough. What was the first one?
The first one was Vallicherippu.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I look forward to connecting these dots. Thank you so much, Roshan, for joining me. But before I let you go, Independence Day is coming up. You have a message for our viewers.
Happy Independence Day. Let's try and be more and more independent each day, please.
All right. That was short and sweet. Thank you so much, Roshan. Looking forward to Kuruthi. Thanks a lot for joining me today.
Thank you very much.